Good day everyone, I am Chabelita Aco. In this video, we're going to discuss our selected topic of the emerging technologies, which is biometrics. So what is biometrics? Biometrics can be defined as the most practical means of identifying and authenticating individuals in a reliable and fast way through unique biological characteristics. Biometrics allows a person to be identified and authenticated based on recognizable and verifiable data, unique and specific. Biometric authentication. Biometric authentication compares data for the person's characteristics to that person's biometric template to determine resemblance. The reference model is first stored. The data stored is then compared to the person's biometric data to be authenticated. Biometric identification. Biometric identification consists of determining the identity of a person. The aim is to capture an item of biometric data from this person. It can be a photo of their face, a record of their voice, or an image of their fingerprint. This data is then compared to the biometric data of several other persons kept in a database. There are two types of biometrics. First is physiological measurements. They can be either morphological or biological. Morphological identifiers mainly consist of fingerprints, the hand shape, the finger, bean pattern, the eye or iris and retina, and the face shape. For biological analysis, DNA, blood, saliva, or urine may be used by medical teams and police forensics. Second is behavioral measurements. The most common are voice recognition, then signature dynamics or speed of movement of pen, accelerations, pressure exerted, inclination, then keystroke dynamics, then the way we use objects, then gait, the sound of steps, then gestures, and etc.
Good day everyone, I am Jerome Felecio, who assigned this slide History of Biometrics. The biometric system is not new in this world. It was there since the 14th century. At that period, China had introduced fingerprinting and had started taking fingerprints of its merchants and their children to distinguish them from all others. Fingerprinting has evolved since. In the 19th century, scientists named Alphonse Bertillon discovered a system measurements of the body of a person to identify them. It took the subject's photograph and recorded height, the length of one tooth, an arm, and index finger. The notion of retinal identification was introduced by Dr. Carleton Simon and Dr. Isadore Goldstein in 1935. First face recognition paper was published in 1971. The research and development effort was put in the Identify Incorporation in 1976. The first commercial retina scanning system was developed in 1981. John Dowman introduced the early successful age recognition in 1993 at Cambridge University. Biometric Automated Toolset, or BAT, was introduced in 2001, which provide an accurate identification technique.
Good day everyone, I'm Michelle Marie Madelo. I'm going to discuss the uses of biometrics. So what is biometrics used for? So first, biometrics used for law enforcement and public security. Law enforcement biometrics refers to applications of biometric systems that support law enforcement agencies. Next is military. Much is unknown about how defense agencies around the world use biometric data. Third is border control, travel and migration. The electronic passport or e-passport is a familiar biometric travel document. The second generation of such documents is also known as biometric passports, includes two fingerprints stored and a passport photo. Fourth is healthcare and subsidies. Other applications, chiefly national identity cards, are widespread in European and Middle East countries or Africa. For ID and health insurance programs such as in Gabon. Fifth is civil identity, population registration, and voter registration. AFIS databases are automated fingerprint identification system often linked to a civil register database ensure citizens' identity and uniqueness to the rest of the population in a reliable, fast, and automated way. Sixth is physical and logical access control. Biometric access control systems help to prevent unauthorized individuals from accessing facilities or physical access control, computer systems, and networks based on biometric authentication. Lastly, biometrics is used for commercial applications. KYC or Know Your Customer check is the mandatory process of identifying and verifying the client's identity when opening an account and periodically over time.